secrets, no secrets.
Welcome guys to today's class. In today's video, we want to look into dehydration of alcohol. Dehydration of alcohol. That is dehydration of alkanol and organic compounds, so to speak. Now we have primary alkanol, secondary alkanol, and tertiary alkanol. And that is as shown on the board. This is primary because the central carbon has two free replaceable hydrogen ion. This is secondary because it has only one free replaceable hydrogen ion, and this is tertiary because it does not have what? Any free replaceable hydrogen, and everything have been replaced with what? Alkyl group. Now we have been given these reactions, and we oftentimes, when you ask some students the dehydration of alcohol in presence of sulfuric acid at temperature of this gives you what? Oftentimes when you ask a student this question, this will come H2SO4, this one will come H2SO4, they will just be answering one thing. But they forgot that the temperature matters. For primary alkanol to react with H2SO4 and get to alkane, it must take place at a very high temperature, and this H2SO4 must be very concentrated. It will be about 95% concentrated. Are you getting it? About 95%, that is about concentration, that is very concentrated, and it will be taking place at high temperature. Then you can say it will form alkane group. Alkane group, that is ethane. But if high temperature is not involved and H2SO4 is not involved, please don't write alkane. As seen here now. Here H2SO4 is used, but the temperature is less than 145 degrees Celsius. It has a lower temperature about 145 down, about 145 degrees Celsius down. That is, the temperature is not as high as this temperature. That is what we are trying to say. Let's say that the temperature is 140 degrees Celsius. You see, 140 degrees Celsius is not up to this temperature. So when you have primary alkanol and you are reacting with H2SO4 and the temperature involved is lower than what is supposed to be, please, in this case, it will no longer form alkane. It will form ether, an ether group. And what type of ether will it form? Will form diethyl ether. And how do we write it? We'll say CH3 CH3. So here will be this is what we call ether. We call this ether or alkoxy alkane. Alkoxy alkane. This is alkoxy alkane or ether. Now that means we call it ethoxyethane. Ethoxyethane. Ethane. We can call it diethyl ether. So you can call it ethoxyethane, ethoxy, call this one ether, like ethyl, ethoxyethane. Are you getting it? Ethoxyethane. So as you have gotten this was produced because the temperature is about 140 degrees Celsius. It's not as high as this, despite that it's with H2SO4. In JAM in Nigeria, JAM examinations in Nigeria, WAEC, you will notice that they ask questions on dehydration of alcohol, but they will give different temperature. But someone who do not understand the difference in their temperature, that is when the temperature is very high, about up to this, Most time they say 175 degrees Celsius, 175 degrees Celsius, 170, 180. You talk about alkane. But when it is low, about 140, 145 down, 145 down, we'll talk about ether or diethyl ether, depending on the type of primary alkanol that is being given. So primary alkanol undergo dehydration when this what temperature is very high in the presence of corn H2SO4. H2SO4 that is very concentrated, about 95%. That is it. Now this is a secondary alkanol. It can also undergo what? Dehydration in the presence of corn H2SO4. What is the strength? About 75%. So it will not be very conk like this. Okay. Now what temperature is involved? We will say the temperature is 100 to 140 degrees Celsius. 100 to 140 degrees Celsius. That is when the primary this secondary alkanol can undergo dehydration. That means that it's easy for secondary alkanol to undergo dehydration than primary, because the temperature required is not much. Are you getting it? Between 100 to 140. Now when this is met, it will be producing two products. It's likely to produce two products. One will be the major product and the other one will be the minor product. Because this is propan 2-ol, it will be producing prop 2-in. Prop 2 what? In. It will be producing propane, prop 2-in. This is propan 2-ol. Like once is closing up, it will be producing prop 1-in place, like something like this. This is prop 1-in. That is what it will produce, prop 1-in. 1, 2, 3, prop 1-in. Okay. Now it can also produce, this is the major product it will give. Now it can also produce diazobutyl ether. Look at what it can also produce. You write CH3, CH3, then you put 0, CH3, CH3. This is what we call diisobutyl ether. Diisobutyl ether. Diisobutyl 1, 2, 3. Diisopropyl ether. Okay, this is what it will be giving you as a minor product. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Diisopropyl ether. This one, diethyl ether. Ethyl group, diethyl ether. This one, 1, 2, 3, propyl, diisopropyl ether, minor and major. That is taking place at this temperature and a moderate concentrated H2SO4. Then when we talk about this is a tertiary alkanol. Once it want to take place, it will take place at a very low temperature, about degrees Celsius. Are you getting it? Then in presence of dilute H2SO4, are we noting the differences now? Because they can ask you this and you just alkane, this, that. Please note what it gives you. Okay. Then this one will be, it will give you isobutyl 1, 2, 3, 4. That means it will be giving you 1, 2, 3, 4. We can be having CH3, CH3C, we can be having something like this. Yes, because OH here and one H here will be collected, giving you a double bond here. Are you getting it? OH here, OH here, and what? One H here or one H here. Either OH and one H here collect it, or OH and one H here you collect it. If you are collecting from here, here will be double bond. If you are collecting from here, here will be double. So it is one that will occur. That means it has dehydrated, it has removed water, H2O. Now, this is a compound it will produce. Are you getting it? We can call it 1, 2, 3. 2-methyl propane. 2-methyl propane or prop-1N. 2-methyl prop-1N or propane. 2-methyl propane or 2-methyl prop-1N. So this is one of the products it will give because it is occurring at what? Dilute H2SO4 and this. That means once this primary, secondary met up their condition, that is conc, high temperature, conc, medium temperature or mild temperature, and dilute and low temperature, it will definitely give you an alkane group. Possibly alkane group will be one of the products it will give. Yes, it will be one of the, once these conditions are met. It's just that in some cases it will give you an alkane and other products, but an alkane group will be there once it meet up the condition we'll talk about. But when you talk about this and it did not meet up with this condition we talk about, it will give you ether, that is alkoxy alkane. Please take note of these reactions because they can ask you any of them in your exam. Now this is what we call alkanol from in benzene. Alkanol, okay, cyclohexanol. This is a cycloalkane that have what? OH. Cycloalkane that have OH group. Okay, you can see now cycloalkane OH is attached to this point. Now when you want to dehydrate it, you don't use H2SO4 here. This condition does not use H2SO4. You want to dehydrate it, you use H3PO4. That is hydrogen tetraoxophosphate acid. So you just use it to what? To dehydrate it. Now when you want to dehydrate it, this OH you have here will come and what? Merge with what? One H here to form water, go off. So we'll be having something like this. We'll have something like this. So you see now, it's giving you an alkyl group. You understand? This is cyclohexane. Cyclohexane, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Cyclohexane. Whereas this one is cyclohexanol. Are you getting it? So when cyclohexanol is dehydrated with conc-H3PO4, tetraoxophosphate, hydrogen tetraoxophosphate, hydrogen tetraoxophosphoric acid. So when it's used here, what you will be having is it will dehydrate this water, that it will remove molecule of water here to convert it to what? Alkane group, which is cyclohexane. Okay, so I want you to note these rules when trying to dehydrate alkanol. You understand? It depends on the type of alkanol, whether primary, secondary, or even cyclo aspect of it. You understand? So whichever one you want to what dehydrate, note the conditions and be able to guess what the product will likely be. Okay, thanks for watching today's video. Please, as you enjoyed the video, don't forget to click like button, click subscribe, share to your friends. See you in our next class.